Anna found the key on the desk the moment she started her night shift at the old Budapest hotel. She knew it wasn't right. The guest had checked out 3 days ago. The hotel was dim and quiet at this late hour. Outside, the cold wind from the Danube River pushed shadows along the narrow streets. Anna wrapped her coat tighter and looked at the small brass key in her hand. Room 217. She remembered the guest well. A man, middle-aged, quiet, with tired eyes. He stayed just one night and left in the morning without saying much. The booking system showed no one had checked in since. But something was strange. Someone had been in the room every night after the guest left. The cleaning staff told her. The bed was always messy, towels used, and a strong smell of cigarette smoke filled the air. Strange for a hotel that only allowed smoking in the lobby. Anna felt a chill. Who was in room 217? The old receptionist, Mr. Sabo, told her to ignore it. "Sometimes old hotels have their secrets," he said in his rough voice. But Anna could not ignore it anymore. She decided to check the room herself. The hallway was cold and smelled of dust and old wood. The paint on the walls was cracked and peeling. No other guests were around. The floor was silent except for her footsteps. Anna put the key into the lock. The door opened with a soft creak. The room was dark, lit only by the yellow light from the street outside. The bed was indeed messy. Cigarette ends were in the ashtray near the window. The small radio on the table played soft jazz, but no one was there. Anna looked around. A suitcase sat on the floor. Clothes were neatly folded inside. It looked new. The bathroom door was closed. She called softly, "Hello? Is anyone here?" No answer. Suddenly, the bathroom door opened a crack. A hand appeared, shaking. Anna stepped back, her heart beating fast. From the shadow, a young woman came out, pale and thin. Her eyes were wide with fear. "I live here," she said quietly. "Please don't tell anyone." Anna stared. "But you're not a guest. Why are you here?" The woman looked at the bed and whispered, "I have nowhere else to go." Anna wanted to ask more, but before she could, the woman went back into the bathroom and locked the door. Anna stood alone, tension filling the small room. She heard soft crying through the thin walls. Back at the front desk, she tried to call for help, but the phone line was dead. The old building had many problems, but never this bad. The next day, Anna found notes pushed under the door. The handwriting was small and quick. "Don't trust the hotel. Look for the man who left." Anna felt worried. She showed the notes to Mr. Szabo, but he only shook his head. "You're dealing with ghosts, girl. Let them rest." No one wanted to help. The mystery got deeper when Anna found old newspaper pieces hidden in the hotel files. They told a different story about room 217. Years ago, that room belonged to a man who disappeared without a trace. A scandal, they said. Police never found him. Some said he was part of something dark, something dangerous. Anna's mind raced. Was this man connected to the strange guest, or the woman hiding in the bathroom? What was really happening inside the old hotel walls? That night, she stayed near the desk, watching the hallway outside room 217. The clock went past midnight. Then a shadow moved. She followed quietly. At the end of the hall, someone closed the elevator door. Anna ran after them, but the lift went up out of her reach. She heard soft sounds, whispers maybe, or the wind. Her fear made it hard to think clearly. The next day, one of the cleaning women found something in room 217. A small box wrapped in old newspapers. It was leather and heavy. Anna opened it carefully. Inside were letters, many letters, all written to the missing man. The handwriting looked familiar. It matched the notes under the door. She read the first one. "My dearest friend, I hope you are safe. I cannot stay here any longer. They watch us. They listen. If this reaches you, know that I am sorry." Anna looked up, cold fear on her skin. The next letter spoke of lies and danger. The writer warned that the hotel was not safe, that someone inside was not who they seemed to be. The truth began to feel heavy on Anna's chest. One night, as fog covered Budapest, she called the police. She told them everything, but the officers did not believe her. People sleep in hotels. Maybe the guest came back. It's not unusual, one officer said, looking at the desk. Anna insisted. No one checked in. The cleaning staff saw signs every day. The woman in the bathroom is still there. The police agreed to check the room with her. Together they opened the door. The bed was empty. The room was silent. No sign of the woman. They searched the bathroom. No one. Anna felt a sudden cold breath. A whisper in her mind warned her, "Look deeper." In the hotel basement, where old furniture and forgotten things lay covered in dust, Anna found a small hidden door near the heating system. She opened it with a key she found in the box. The door led to a small underground room. It was cold and wet, filled with old newspapers and broken furniture. In the corner was a dirty mattress, blankets that had been used recently. She was not alone. A figure appeared, pale and thin, the woman from room 217. "I couldn't stay upstairs," she said simply. "They watch. They hunt." Anna was shocked. Who are they? Before the woman could answer, footsteps came from the basement stairs, heavy, slow. Both women froze. The old hotel janitor appeared, his face in shadow. His eyes were sharp and cold. "You should not be here," he said in a low voice. Anna backed away, pulling the woman with her. They ran back upstairs. Once safe, the woman finally spoke. "There is a man in this city. He hides behind different faces. The guest who checked out was never really here. I used the bed, but he disappeared. The man watching us is dangerous." Anna asked, "What do you want from me?" "To find the truth, to stop him." The hotel felt darker now. The walls seemed to close in like a trap. Anna understood she was part of something bigger, something she could not escape. Days passed. One morning, Anna opened the hotel's old guest book. The guest's name was fake. The address did not exist. Then someone pushed an envelope under the door for Anna. Inside was a single photo, black and white, blurry. A man smiling in front of the hotel, but his eyes were crossed out with black ink. The shocking truth came a moment later. A note on the back, in the same handwriting. "Look twice." Anna stared at the photo. In the hotel window behind the man, she could see a reflection. But it was not the man's reflection. It was the janitor's face looking back. The truth hit her hard. The guest, the danger, the woman, hiding. It was all connected to one person. The janitor was not just a janitor. He had been the missing man all along. He had been watching the hotel for years, living in the shadows. The woman had been running from him. That night, the cold wind blew through the streets of Budapest again. Anna sat at the desk, the key still in her hand. She knew the woman was in the basement, still hiding. And the janitor was somewhere in the dark, watching the old hotel, waiting. Outside, fog covered the lights of the city. The building seemed alive, breathing shadows in the night. Anna carefully locked the door of room 217. Then slowly, she placed the key back on the desk. She waited. The lights went out completely. The end.